Hi you guys, it's Lisa. Thank you for stopping back at my channel. It has been a while. I apologize, but life has been very, very busy. And as you may know, if you are part of our Facebook group, which is Everything Paper and Glue, yes, I have moved. So we moved from our home of 22 years and we moved to our vacation rental, which is in Stoddard, Wisconsin. We are all moved in and I have my creative space back and I'm absolutely loving it. So what I wanted to do today is bring to you a video that several people have been asking for, and that is my little travel case. So this little travel case, I'm sure I got it at a rummage sale, and it's just a little vinyl case. Could have been for makeup or something. Pink, like vinyl. It's absolutely adorable. It says Marshall Fields on the tag, and I put these stickers on here when I was creating it, and these little stickers are from Art Snacks, which is a company that will send you art supplies every month. They have different packages that you can buy, and I'll try and link that for you below in case you're interested in it. But I thought the stickers were super cute. They come with your art snacks every month. So I use those to decorate my little travel case. Now, recently I've been on a couple trips and I've taken my travel case along. I'm not saying that I had any time to use my travel case, but I wanted to show you what I have in it. So we will go ahead and get started. So I'm hoping everyone is well. Please leave comments below if you're interested. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, like, all of that stuff. Turn on some notifications, and hopefully I can come back maybe next week. I am not going to promise. I will just go ahead and see what happens. We'll play it by ear. But here is my travel case that I take when I am going on overnight or possibly a crafting retreat. Now this would be my mixed media, maybe art journaling kit. I have a great big kit if I'm going stamping and making cards and things with the girls, maybe to a stamp camp or something like that. And I can always show you that one too if you're interested. Leave comments below if you want to see my my bag that I take and travel when I'm going to like a card making weekend. This would be art and possibly working on art journalings or mixed media. I will give some more room here because there's a lot in here and we're going to need a bit more room to let everything come about. Okay, so I created the top of this by putting in some cork board. I attached this paper clip, clothespin, I'm sorry, and then put my business cards in there, clip right in there. Here's things that I wrote down needed to add to my kit, and I'll get those sometime soon. And then I have a few little push pins so that I can put little notes onto the cover here. Just keeps it all organized for me. If I have some receipts that I need to keep track of, I can put them in there also. You can see my little travel kit is nice and set up here, and it is filled right to the brim. So besides my kit here, I would take a journal, something that I could work in. So let's just go ahead and take things out and we will discuss what they are. Obviously, a trusty glue stick. This is the one that I like. It's by Elmer's. It's Bond all-purpose glue stick. So pretty basic supply there. I have my water well, and excuse me, this is a 3-part water well. You can use it for any type of mediums, but mostly I use it for watercolor because it gives you 3 different wells for clean water, medium clean, and then dirty. And I really like how it collapses like this, and it's a great little water well to carry with you. Inside of my water well, I had tucked in there some titanium white acrylic paint by Liquitex, so that just fit right in there. And I also have some black gouache. So black and white is very important to have when you're creating in your art journal or doing mixed media projects, because you're always going to be looking for a little bit of black or white to finish up your project. So that fit right in there perfectly. I have a spray bottle, of course, and that just has water in it. I have my very favorite Distress ink, Vintage Photo, and I have a big sponge dauber that I use for that. I ink a lot of edges, and I always reach for my Distress ink. I have some brushes that I bring with. I have 2 watercolor brushes and then one that I use for all types of mediums, and that is just a shader, number 9 shader, one of my favorite brushes. And I just put it in piece of paper like this, and I roll it up super tight so that the tips do not get bent, and it fits in there just fine. Make sure you don't squish the tops of your brushes. Be very, very careful with those. Okay. I have a small container of gesso. I have a small jar of matte gel. And I also have a small jar of matte medium that I carry with me. And when I come home, and if these are empty or used up, I will go ahead and fill them out of larger containers for my next journey. I have a little treasure tin that I have in here, and I will show you what's in that in just a moment. I always go in my bag, anything that I have. Let's see here if I can show you what this is. Put some paper down here. And they are just cut out pieces of ephemera. These obviously are dragonflies and butterflies, and if I don't have a project I'm working on, I could always just work on cutting out dragonflies and butterflies or any other pieces that I think might go in my journal that I'll be working on. So that's something I'll just tuck in there and use at my leisure. I have a little bit of a journal that has already been started here. I just put in elements as I see they maybe would tie into this type of journal, whichever one I'm working on. And this one is just made out of some recycled papers, which you know I love, some bags, some little tuck spots. Here's a piece of cardboard in here. I've done a little bit of creating on here. Just something that I can continue to go forward on. And this one was constructed out of some heavy paper that came from the top of my Arches watercolor tablet. So I was just playing around with that. So that was tucked into my travel case. I always have some parchment paper that I can work on, and it can also um, serve as protective for in a page that may be sticky with glue, that I can go ahead and use it in any type of project. I have, of course, some paper that I can keep notes on, maybe different ideas that I have. Another little bit of paper so I have something to write on, any ideas. I have, of course, clip that I can use in my art journal to fasten down some pages that we may need to get out of the way while we are creating. I have a small box of Neocolor 2 water-soluble crayons. And this is a 10 count. Now this would be exactly what you would need for creating any type of watercolor. You can use this as a palette here, and you have several colors that you can blend to create some great watercolor effects. So that's nice, and it fits perfectly in my travel case. Okay, that's everything out of there. In this little tin, like I said, this is a little treasure tin that I made. Inside there, I just have all kinds of fun little things that excite me creatively. So I have some metal letters here. I have some dyed cheesecloth. I have some mini tags that I threw in there. I have some little bits of gouache paper. This is actually some tape, some cardboard scraps, just anything that may be laying around my desk that I feel would be fun to create with. I'll go ahead and put it in this box. Here's another little clip, dragonfly, tiny little pins that have been rusted that may end up in my journal. I've got some rusted paper clips, different ephemera. This one says dream. I have a cool heart in here, some more letters, just things that I've had on my desk that I think, oh, maybe that'll go into art journal. Just things that inspire me. Little piece of ribbon in here you can see. There's some tea bag paper in there. A couple of little specks of things. Just different things that make me excited. And I put it in that little tin. Inside this little file thing, I have all kinds of fun little stickers. Anything that I feel might end up in my journal that I'm working on. And these could be things that are maybe seasonal. Maybe I'll switch them out when it comes to be winter. Here I have some gold leaf that I thought might be fun. Some more summer stickers, spring and summer stickers. I've got a bunch of clear stickers that were talking to me when I was putting this together. And like I said, maybe this will change with the seasons. So that fits in perfectly into my, pardon me, I live by the trains now, so you may hear a train in the back. I apologize. And then I have this zipper pocket that I just stuff full of things. I put in a metal awl if I want to do some scratching, or if I need to make a hole to put a brad in or something. And I just put a cork on there so I don't poke myself. And that also serves as a nice place to put a pin into, because sometimes if your adhesive gets clogged up and you need a pin, you could have a pin there also. I have a brown Stabilo pencil. I have a Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen in a green gold, which is one of my very most favorites lately. I have a white pastel pencil. This one is by Conte a Paris, and it's a France nice water soluble kind of a white charcoal pastel pencil. I have a plastic palette knife, just a mark making tool. It's a piece of plastic. Another couple of mark making tools. I have some shelving mats and some holes to use as a stencil for mark making. I have some E6000, which is some very, very strong glue in case I want to put down some metal embellishments. I have that there. I have a small pair of sharp scissors. Another mark making tool. This is some needlepoint canvas. I have some real strong double-sided adhesive tape. Some bubble wrap, again for mark making. I have a metal palette that I can use to put my watercolors on, or I can use to put on some white paint or work on splatters. I have a chapstick because I have a chapstick fetish, so when I'm creating I always need to have chapstick. I have several pens. I've got a Sharpie, a permanent Sharpie, black micron, a fine line Sharpie, a mechanical pencil. I have a brown Stabilo. I guess I have two of those in here. A black Stabilo, and also a charcoal pencil by General's charcoal pencil. Here's some little post-it notes that were in there. Another little mark making tool. You could just put that in the paint and make little circles. I have a pencil sharpener for all of my pencils. A roll of washi tape. Sometimes that's nice to tape down or mask off some portions. I have two actually washi tapes. Another thing of post-its. Another mark making tool that I use. Another little stamp, and it's got some little dots on that I like to use in my projects. And last but not least, a very, very sharp tweezers for going ahead and working with some of those stickers that I showed you earlier. So that is a lot of stuff that I have in my little travel kit. Of course, yours are going to have different things in your travel kit, but it's very important to have a little kit like this set up, and I found it most beneficial for me when I was going through this move. I would be able to create maybe on my kitchen table or at a friend's house, or maybe even out on a patio table, because like I said, I was moving and I was limited space, very limited space for me to create. But I still wanted to be able to work on some small projects and go ahead and feel creative and feel that I didn't need to stop creating just because all of my creative space was packed up. This kit was very, very handy for me, and I thought that you may enjoy seeing what I had in my little pouch here. It's very, very nice, and I'm hoping that I can get everything back in here while you're watching me. And some things may change down the line, but for me, this was a big savior for me during this different time of moving. Be careful with those brushes again, so you don't want to bend them. And look, everything fit back in. Isn't that just wonderful? I'm protecting those brushes really, really well. Fold that up, and we'll zip it up. And there, all ready to go on my next little adventure. So make yourself a travel kit. Make yourself a list and see what you want to keep in your travel kit. Leave me comments below and let me know if there's anything you think I should have in there that would be different. And maybe my travel kit will change, like I said, in the winter months. Who knows? I'm so happy that you were here, so happy that we got to talk again, and check back. I'll try and do another video next week, maybe a video on my new creative space. I'm finally all unpacked, and I've got some different elements that I really, really would like to share with you. So stay tuned. Maybe next week will be my creative space. I appreciate you, and I appreciate your comments, and thanks for stopping back today and sharing this time. Have a great day. Bye now.